Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we're going to go back and take a look at another Phyrexia All-Be-One Draft Booster box. We got one here fully sealed and intact. There's the number in case anyone cares. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open, see what kind of value we can find. Later on in the week, I will be opening up some Phyrexian complete bundles. So we haven't opened one of those up on the channel in a while, so I figured we'll just make this week Phyrexian week, and we'll just see what kind of value we can find out of the boxes that we open this week. So in this particular box, we're keeping an eye out for Phyrexia or Hellish Norn. Those are the big hits from this particular set. And other than that, Mondrak would be another one. Mondrak Glory Dominus. All-Be-One will be a decent hit as well. Technically, we can pull Concept Praetors in here. However, I have yet to pull a Concept Praetor out of a draft booster pack. So let's crack these 36 things open and see what kind of value we can find. There are no commons currently valued over $1. We're only looking for 2 uncommons, and that's Sheoldred's Edict or Tyvar Stand. Everything else is going to be valued less than $1 unless it's a rare or mythic. So we'll go through them, I think, relatively quickly. And then we're going to see a Chitterling Skitterling, followed by a Charforger. Then we're going to see a Minor Misstep, and our rare is going to be a Kaya Intangible Slayer coming in as our rare, followed by a Full Art Plains and a Phyrexian Might token in the back. To my knowledge, there are no tokens valued over $1 as well, so we won't be spending a ton of time on them. There are no pull tabs either because these are US printed, so we're just going to have to kind of go the old-fashioned way. The Mirror Convert, the Serum Core Chimera, Hexagold Halberd, followed by a Mirex coming in as our rare with a Phyrexian Swamp. Now, this swamp is the only basic land in the set currently valued over $1, so we'll keep those a little bit separate, and then we got ourselves a Phyrexian Might. So maybe we'll get a dozen swamps and see some value that way. A Slaughter Singer, Vat Emergence, an Armored Scrap Gorger with Melaria, the Living Cure, coming as our first rare. And then we are going to see a Conduit of Worlds second rare. This is going to be a decent rare hit here, especially in foil. And then we're going to see a Panorama Swamp with a non-token token. So that's about the only way you can get a double rare pack in a draft booster pack from this particular set, because there is no subset like the Brothers War with the retro artifacts. Reunited, Distorted Curiosity, Silavok Battle Chair, and we're going to see Solifum Mayhem Dominus coming in. This is going to be a really good hit, value just over $7. And then we are going to see ourselves Panorama Mountain with a Phyrexian Might. So maybe we'll make a Mythic pile. That's our first Mythic opened thus far out of this box. And we'll definitely track all of the mythics, rares, everything gets tracked inside the MTG box analysis at the end of the video, but this may help as we're going through it. Transplant Theorist, Vivisection Evangelist. Then we're going to see the Hoverwings with the Filigree Silex coming in as our rare. Then we're going to see ourselves an Island with Koth, Fire of Resistance as our token. Followed by Sheoldred's Edict. There's one of our uncommons valued over $1. Very cool. Then we're going to see Nahiri's Sacrifice, Tamio's Logbook, and then we're going to see a Mind Splice Apparatus coming in as our rare with the Fair Basilica as a foil. And then we're going to see a Phyrexian Mountain, not valued over $1, but I'll still put it in that pile. Then we're going to see a Rebel in the back. So I guess, in theory, the best card that you can pull out of a draft booster pack is the Sheoldred, the Apocalypse Concept Praetor, valued at $78 currently. With the Tainted Observer, Infectious Bite, Trawler Drake, and the Monumental Facade in non-foil with a regular old Plains and a Poison counter. Oh, I said that as though we had already seen the Monumental Facade in foil. Apologies. the Jawbone Duelist with the Nimrazor Paladin, Font of Progress, and we're going to see Geth, Thane of Contracts as our rare, followed by a Panorama Mountain and a Beast token. All right, now that is a little disturbing. This pack is open. It is the only pack that is open. Never seen that in a draft booster box, but I think the crimper just went a little too crimpy. I'm pretty sure no one searched this draft box, but we'll just keep an eye out for errors in this one. So we got a Prologue to Pyresis, Gold Warden's Helm, Ichor Split Basilisk, Barbed Batterfist. Yep, we got a crimped card down at the bottom. Fleshless Gladiator, Meldweb Strider, Anoint with Affliction, Chimney Rabble, followed by Phyrexian Atlas, Urabrask's Anointer, Ravenous Necrotian, and we're going to see a Tyvar Stand, and that is our crimped card. So we got a crimped uncommon that is currently valued just over $1. So we'll just put that to the side. Whoa! And we got Mondrak, Glory Dominus. This is going to be a huge hit for the pack here at $22. Very nice. I don't see any crimping or any damage on Mondrak. Back looks okay. Fantastic. With Vraska's Fall. And then we're going to see ourselves a Phyrexian Island with a Rebel token. All right, so give me just a second here. Let me slide Mondrak up here. So that's 2 Dominuses and kind of a misprint card or a stamped card. That was so weird to have an open pack. I mean, I've gotten crimp cards before, but I've never seen the crimping machine come all the way down and break the pack. All right, so there's the Rot Priest, followed by the Surgeon. And then we're going to see an Annex Sentry. And we're going to see an Ovika Enigma Goliath coming in. Very cool to see a Showcase Rare, followed by a Phyrexian Plains with a Phyrexian Might. Yep, every other pack is intact. So that was just a quality issue at the factory. It's kind of neat that it did happen on a card that matters. But I'm glad it wasn't Mondrak that was smashed. That someone might consider that to be damaged. Then we're going to see Expand the Sphere, Exuberant Fuseling with an Ambulatory Edifice, and we're going to see Norn's Wellspring coming in as our rare with a Panorama Island and a Beast token. All right, so we'll just stack up our rares there. Still at 2 Mythics for the first column. Not bad. Drown in Ichor, Venomous Brutalizer with an Atraxa Skitterfang. And we're going to see a Riva Ivor Bane of Bladehold coming in as our first rare. And right behind that, we're going to see Monument to Perfection as our second rare with a Phyrexian Forest and a Poison Counter. All right, so that's 2 packs in stack number 1 that had double rares in it. That's pretty good. So far, this box is doing just fine. Pretty good for a draft box. With the Gleeful Demolition, Against All Odds, Resistance Skywarden, and a second Norn's Wellspring. All right, a little duplication there with a Swamp and a non-token token. Feed the Infection, Paladin of Predation, Cephalopod Sentry. And then we're going to see Solobad Iron Goblin coming in as our rare with another Phyrexian Swamp. Very cool. And then we're going to see a Phyrexian Might. Followed by Cinder slash Ravager, the Ichor Plate Golem, Apostle of Invasion, and we're going to see a Blade of Shared Souls as our rare with Against All Odds in foil, Panorama Mountain, and the Hallow Sentinel coming in as our token. So I think that puts us at 4 or 5 foils, which is kind of what you expect for a draft box. We'll probably end up with 12 or 13. The Ambassador, the Blisterzoa, Infested Flesh Cutter, and we're going to see Luca Bound to Ruin coming in here. Another mythic hit here. Very cool to see that. Unfortunately, Luca is not a high-value mythic, but he still gets to go in the mythic pile. Then we're going to see a Forest and a Golem token. Thrumming Bird. Then we're going to see Unnatural Restoration with a Billowas Skull Dweller and an Archfiend of the Dross coming in as our rare. A little bit of value there. And then a Phyrexian Mountain with another Phyrexian Mite. Lots of mites get created out of this set. Incubation Sac, Ossification with a Serum Snare. And we're going to see the Black Cleave Cliffs. It's going to be a decent hit from the land cycle, value just over $2. Second most valuable land in the set next to the Mycosynth Gardens. Then we're going to see the Surgical Bay in foil with a Standard Island and a Rebel token. So I think we're right around the halfway point. So far I'm not totally dissatisfied with this box. With an Unctus Retrofitter, Cacophony Scamp, Swooping Lookout, and then we're going to see a Phyrexian Arena coming in as our rare. Very cool to see that. Does hold some value. And then we see a Plains and a Samurai token, which could just feel a little bit odd for this set. You would typically see Samurais inside of Kamigawa. Not really sure if I recall what card in here generates Samurais. I bet there's one. Churning Reservoir, Vat of Rebirth, Porcelain Zealot, and a Venerated Rot Priest. Very cool to see that. This card has come down in value. This was kind of, I don't know, a very hyped card at the beginning, but valued just under $3 now. And then we are going to see a Standard Swamp or a Forest and a Rebel token. Then we're going to see a Plated Onslaught, the Charforger, Chitterling Skitterling, and we're going to see Koth, Fire of Resistance, another showcase rare. Followed by Complete Devotion in foil with a Phyrexian Plains and a Cat token. I do hope we get to see an Elish Norn in this box. I won't say this is Elish Norn or bust, but it certainly helps bring the value back. Necrogen Communion, Magmatic Sprinter. We're going to see a Noxious Assault, followed by a Dragon Wing Glider coming in as our rare. Followed by a regular old Swamp and a Phyrexian Horror. All right, so we've got 2 more packs to go in stack number 2. With the Oxida Finisher, Minor Misstep, and we're going to see a Viral Spawning, followed by Kethic Crucible Goliath coming in as our first rare, because we do have a foil rare underneath, and it is a Venerated Rot Priest. All right, very cool. So now we've got 2 of those, so we can get our Death Touch on. Very nice. With a Mountain and a Phyrexian Mite. Voidwing Hybrid, Reject Imperfection. Then we're going to see a Rib Skiff with a Malakator Purity Overseer, another showcase rare, followed by a Phyrexian Island and a Rebel token. All right, so that takes us to the end. Let's take a look at these. They all look sealed on both sides, so that's good. And we'll just keep going. I guess it was just the one pack that was messed up. A Scheming Aspirant, Serum Core Chimera, a Resistance Reunited, and we're going to see ourselves a Bloated Contaminator, rare with some value, followed by a regular old Island and a Poison Counter. Slaughter Singer, That Emergence, and our rare is going to be Miglaz Maze Crusher, followed by a Necrogen Communion, a regular old Plains, and a Beast token. So where have all of the mythics gone? Got 2 in the first stack, 1 in the second stack. I hope that doesn't mean we get 0 in this stack. Followed by Shieldred's Edict. Again, uncommon, valued over $1. Then we're going to see the Side of Lock Battle Chair, Tamio's Logbook, and our rare is going to be an Argentum Masticore. Not a high value rare. We do get a Phyrexian Forest, though, and another Might token. With the Paladin of Predation, a Drown in Ichor, with a Venomous Brutalizer, and a Venser Corpse Puppet. Not the rare we're looking for. Followed by a Phyrexian Mountain and a Horror token. So still just those 3 mythics. Don't make me sad, draft box. Make me happy. With a Nimrazer Paladin and an Evolving Adaptive, Rebel Salvo, and we're going to see the Mycosynth Gardens. All right, so we got the most valuable land in the set. Very cool. Followed by a Paladin of Predation in foil with an island and a Rebel token. I had hoped the Mycosynth Gardens was going to do more. I didn't go out and buy a whole bunch, but I certainly didn't buy list any of the ones that I had. Unfortunately, they have dropped in value, but they are a land, so they will forever remain in my collection. With an Ossification, Feed the Infection, Prosthetic Injector, and we're going to see White Sun's Twilight coming in. Followed by a Plains and another non-token token. I was really hoping that was going to be a different white card. You know, maybe a Mother of Machines. With an Atmosphere Surgeon. Then we're going to see Veil of Assimilation. With the Necrogen Rot Priest and the Argentum Masticore. Another duplicate rare with a Forest and a Poison counter. All right, so we're down to 5 packs here. It's not looking good. Mondrak is definitely our best hit of the box, but this box may be a loss. Bladehold Warwhip, Watchful Blister Zoa. Then we're going to see an Infested Flesh Cutter. And our rare is going to be a Seachrome Coast in Borderless. Very nice. So this will be not as good as the Mycosynth Gardens, even though it's borderless. But again, it's a rare land. Makes me happy. And behind that, we're going to see the Zenith Chronicler, another foil rare. Followed by Phyrexian Plains and another Might. So that might be like 3 or 4 packs in this draft booster box that are double rares. That's a little surprising. Then we got Exuberant Fuseling, followed by an Annex Sentry, and Expand the Sphere. And we're going to see the Encroaching Mycosynth coming in as our rare with a Standard Mountain and a Golem token. All right, 3 packs remaining. With an Ambulatory Edifice, Gleeful Demolition, Against All Odds, and we are going to see Luca Bound to Ruin, so a duplicate Mythic. Unfortunately, it's not a duplicate Mondrak. That's a shame. And then we do see a Plains and a Rebel token. That goes over there. All right. I mean, even if it was duplicate Tyvars, that would be cool. Tyvar's at least valued over $1. Unfortunately, Luca just is not. A Serum Snare. Then we get a Churning Reservoir, Porcelain Zealot, and we're going to see Conduit of Worlds coming in as our rare. And then we're going to see ourselves an Island and a Might. One last chance to get a 5th Mythic and a good one. Resistance Skywarden with a Cinder / Ravager, an Apostle of Invasion, And we're going to see the Monument to Perfection, which we already saw in foil, a Molten Rebuke, an Island, and a Phyrexian Horror. All right, so give me just a moment. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and run the full MTG box analysis and let you know how we did. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.